Good morning, good morning. How are we doing today? Hope you guys are all having a great start to your morning. Today is March 25th, 2026, 7:28 my time. All right, link is shared. All right, we got QQQ pulled up on the main screen. We also got QQQ pulled up in Bitcoin on the second screen. QQQ with a nice rally from yesterday, testing support around 582. Didn't really get below 582 after that. So we'll see if we'll retest around that level again. We'll go 583. Pushed up to 591. So it's seeing and showing us some pre-market resistance, which is great. So we're getting the highs and the lows of the day already. Market is officially open. I'm not currently in any trade yet. Bitcoin also above 70,000, which is great. Testing 72,000 now. Big push up for MSTR. MSTZ pushing up as well. Or selling off, I mean, sorry. Down almost 10% on the day, so not looking good. We need to see the market sell off, Bitcoin sell off. We're going to take a trade in on MSTZ. Also, let me know if you guys can hear me okay, see me okay. It looks and appears to be good. There we go. Happy to be back home. Bitcoin up 1.5% or $1,100 today. That's amazing. Q doesn't look like it's actually doing very well. Love to maybe take a position shorting the market after it rallies. Maybe even take a position on MSTZ today. MSTR up 5%. I'll get in on a light position on MSTZ. Now, I didn't trade this yesterday, and it made a pretty significant move. Twice. Two big moves here. 5% there, came back down another 5%, and then just holding from lows to highs was 8%. So I'll be looking at this for just a little bit. Bitcoin, we'll see continuation of the upside potentially. Gonna buy a few more shares right here just to make an even 101 shares. I believe the market in Bitcoin is just a bit oversold right here. Usually we'll see Bitcoin kind of sell off right around this level for like right around 72,000. Usually it'll sell off right around this level, so we'll see what happens. QQQ. Not much happening here right now. We'll see if we get some selling pressure, because again, this is at a previous resistance level as well, right around 590. Next level up would be 595. So we'll see if we push higher or lower. Trade one company today. We'll see. Maybe I take a position in TQQQ a little later or something, but Bitcoin curling over. QQQ pushing up. Bitcoin shooting up. Don't mind giving this a little bit more time to trade. Goes down to 950 again. We could always pick up a few more shares. PDIE sold 35 shares of MSTX for 30 profit. Good job. Good job. MSTX. 2x long. Okay. So a little bit more weight than MSTU. Good to see that. Add this to the list. These are all long positions, and I got one short position. Got filled at 971. Wow, big push on QQQ. Let's see, Bitcoin holding. And QQQ pushing to 590 again to retest those levels. How much of minded of going long on QQQ here? That's 6%. For TQQQ if it begins to rally. SQQQ. Give this a little bit more time. Bitcoin pushing slightly higher. We'll see if it gets rejected again off of 72. It's been rejected off of this level before, so we're just going to leave that level there. MSTZ back up to 975. It just hit 965 a second ago. Dang it. PDIE said when I bought it, it was $2. It reverse split the night I bought in. Cool. Congrats. Pushing up. Buy another 50 shares right here at 975. STR starting to come down. Have 150 shares right now, MSTZ. Adding another 50. $200 shares. About 50 to $100 potentially on this. Okay, stepping, making higher lows, slightly higher highs. Bitcoin, nice little pop up, right? 3 red candles, 1 green one. About 20 shares at MSTZ at 974. Nice. I'll be looking to add through the 9s, 950 if I have to. 925, $9. I don't know if it'll get that low. STR, QQQ's hitting 591 quite a bit, but struggling to get much higher. American Airlines is up 4%, up $8 on that one so far. That's amazing. Loves, I'm up also $9, $8, $9. It's really nice to see in our small swing trade. Oh, nice little 4% on American Airlines and Southwest Airlines today. It's doing really good on my swing trades for the moment. Netflix, big retracement. Video, big push. Beginning to lack progress though. Microsoft's selling off again, down at 374. VIX index is still pretty high, even though it had this gap down. It's still pretty high. It's down, it's at 25. Right? Still very high. Bitcoin. We're still at 975, so we are break even. 975 average on 200 shares. Potentially make $100 today on this one. Bitcoin with the big sell-off. Looking for the break below the moving average. I'm going to add 100 shares here. Another 100 shares at 975. Looks like QQQ is breaking that moving average support. See if it holds and we get continuation to the downside. Bitcoin curling over. See if it also breaks that 45 EMA support. MSTR is just holding. There we go, QQQ retracing back underneath the 45 EMA, 200 MA. Doesn't look like MSTR is following though. MSTR kind of doing its own thing at the moment. Has gone as high as 152 before. Buying increments of 50 now. Now we have a nice position, 300 shares. It's a little less than $3,000. Another leg down. Adding 50 shares here, 973. Bitcoin losing that support. Okay, just holding on the 5-minute time frame. It's holding some support. But we'll see what happens here if it actually breaks it now. Could. Also Bitcoin, basically the same thing, right? Want to see a break of support here on these companies. Bought 50 more shares at 972 just a minute ago. Cost basis is still 975. See what happens. Bitcoin's overbought enough to potentially short. Same with QQQ. Overbought enough to see more downside than upside. MSTR back up to 143. for the break below 140. Let's see if we get it. Go. QQQ break below that moving average. Nice. 586. All right, here we go. SQQ would have been nice, 75.50 to 76.80. Almost 2% on that one. That would have been nice. QQQ break of support, but MSTR is not moving as much as we'd like it to. Right? Yeah, almost no change in direction for MSTR. See this? MSTR is holding pretty good right around 143. Bitcoin pulled back. QQQ, big pullback. MSTR is not budging today. So that could be a little frustrating. Wow. SQQQ, beautiful move. Beautiful, $1.38 per share. Very weird. MSTR is not doing much at all, right? Just holding. Which is alright. We get mad. We could complain about it. Or we could just get out of this position, right? There's nothing wrong with that. QQQ's selling off, Bitcoin's selling off, and MSTR is not even moving. Wow. There's no reason why MSTR should be up here. Nasdaq market finding support. MSTR didn't partake in any of the sell-off at all. Wow, that's one of the reasons why we stopped trading this in the first place. It's becoming more resilient, MSTR. Market sells off, MSTR doesn't even move. and just being patient. NASDAQ making lower lows, continuing to sell off. BTC down. QQQ also breaking that pre-market support, one of them. Let's see if it goes down to 586 now. 586.50. Approaching that 200 moving average on the 30-minute. Bitcoin trying to hold. Wow, look at MSTR. MSTR is still pushing higher even though Bitcoin and QQQ are selling off. That's ridiculous. Shares at 950. Yeah, we're just gonna wait. Gonna wait to add more to this. MSTR showing signs of lack of progress to the upside. It's 3% to 6%. Yeah, this is a very small potential profit here. Maybe 50 cents a share. I'm not complaining if it goes back to the move. And add 50 here at 960. There we go. 50 at 960. We're at 973. Big green candle. Pushed up pretty aggressively. We got to see this begin to sell off now, right? Okay, being patient. Here we go, Bitcoin breaking that 200 MA. There we go. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. Push, baby. Give us $200 today. Be beautiful. $400 shares. It's about all I'm willing to put in right now. Here we go. Bitcoin beginning to sell off. QQQ beginning to sell off. Right, still continuing that downward descent. Bitcoin breaking support. MSTR, okay, back down to moving average. We're just waiting on this, okay? MSTR is not wanting to break that support on that 45 EMA, but it should. Strong support at 142. Quick sell off and then a quick rally right back up. Back where we started. Let's see, NASDAQ still getting rejected. Watch for lower highs. That's what I'm looking at right here. Selling off, pushed up, sold off, pushed up. See if we get another leg down. 586, the area of support. That's what it looks like. Looks like it found some support right around that level. 586.66. So we'll see if it holds or does it sell off. MSTR back up to 143.80. $952. We're gonna do our 50 shares at 950 if it gets to that point. Okay, market's still selling off. Bitcoin's still pulling back. Very choppy today for sure. STR back down to 143. QQQ pushing up. I think 50 shares will actually matter. I'll go from 73 to probably 72, 71. Exited TQQQ at slight literal minimal profit. We'll get back into it under 44. There you go. Good idea. TQQQ. Yeah, 44. Not bad. It looks like QQQ finding some support here from overnight hours. We'll see if it holds or if it breaks. Bitcoin still selling off. Okay. And if this happens, we may just have to get out of this, or even, you know, reduce our position size potentially. A lot of volatility today. EQQQ is going to pay 7 cents. 7 cents per share for anyone holding it. Nice little oversold reversal here. So the RSI touching the oversold range. MACD curling over. And as you can see, it had support for a little while above the moving averages. And when it breaks the support, it acts as resistance. So then it could start acting as resistance, pushing and holding it down. Talk about this in our Learn to Earn lesson library. Could see some more downside for sure. Bitcoin still pushing down, making lower highs, lower lows. MSTR curling over once again. Some more downside here. Both Bitcoin and QQQ are below where they opened this morning. MSTR is not even close to back where it opened. So it's kind of doing its own thing today. Live for 40 minutes, not too bad. MSTR back below 143. Yeah, we haven't really seen any incredibly bullish or bearish days. It's been a lot of volatility, a lot of up and down most recently, so that makes it a little harder to trade for beginners. Right? Markets trade sideways. First they're bullish, then they're bearish, then they're bullish again, then they're bearish. So got to be better with your entries and exits at these overbought and oversold levels, especially when direction is unclear. Okay, here we go. Looking for that break below. Break below that 45, get us back to this moving average. We will pump from the moving average to the 200 MA. 20 cents, 400 shares, that'd be 80 bucks. Seems to be kind of where I seem to lock in my profits is right around 80 bucks. So hopefully we could hold slightly longer, get a $200 day, that'd be nice. Made $84 on Monday, and we broke even in the positive yesterday, so I think we made like 11 cents. We didn't make very much yesterday, but we didn't lose any either, so there we go. We're looking to see if we can drop below 142, maybe possibly back to 140 level during pre-market. That'd be nice. Nice sell-off potential, and then let it push up after it comes back down for a retest, right? Bitcoin still selling off, making a lower leg, another leg to the downside. Whereas QQQ is trying to hold and break above the 45 EMA. It looks like it's going to. Now MSTR doesn't know what to do. Do I sell off with Bitcoin, or do I push up with the NASDAQ market? Markets are very inverse today. Bitcoin selling off, QQQ pushing up. It's funny. Every time I put on this little tracker thing, it tends to sell off, I guess, apparently. Upload this here, guys. This is kind of what the news is telling us. Saying that just in, Iran rejects ceasefire proposal by the United States. Says it would not negotiate with the party that violated agreements. So I shared that in our Discord for you guys. That's interesting, right? Bitcoin's still selling off, right? Bitcoin's still making lower lows. QQQ, see if it gets rejected at this point, or does it cross over the 200 moving average to push up? We'll find out in just a couple of minutes here. MSTR still holding above that 45 EMA, showing a strong sign of support here. Take a look at gold. $418. Gold did gap up overnight, 3.5%, almost 4%. Also, let's pay attention to oil. UCO. UCO as high as a 40, now slightly lower. Could be why airlines are doing slightly better this morning. Right? Let's go gold. Right underneath. We could put gold with the SPY. Yeah, gold with SPY and UCO with the VIX, right? Let's see. Airlines giving back all that move. Giving back about 60 cents on Southwest Airlines. American Airlines still holding around 11. Bitcoin pushing up slightly. And QQQ just testing this moving average here. Which means MSTC is back down. MSTR pushing up 143.50. Looks like QQQ is getting rejected off of that moving average. That's nice to see for right now. See that? Nice little rejection. Very choppy though, right? A lot of choppiness. May just have to get out due to lack of progress. All this consolidation. Wow. $143.50. Seems to be some resistance here. We're either going to get a breakout above, or we're going to get some actual selling pressure. Here we go. See some more selling pressure here. See if we can break below this and begin to fade. Bitcoin with the big leg down. Bitcoin is pushing, or Bitcoin's selling off. Markets are still selling off. Bitcoin about to make a lower low. Check it out. Bitcoin curling over. QQQ getting held below this moving average. Guess we just stop looking at this P&L. Right? It's at the 1 hour mark. Got 10 minutes and the market will have been open for 1 hour. QQQ breaking out above the moving average. STR holding. Definitely not liking the MACD, how it sold off so much from this point to this point. It doesn't even make sense. On the MACD it shows a decline, but here it's pretty much flat. So we can see an initial rally and another push higher. We need to get below 142. Right, QQQ trying to push higher. It's at 590 now, right? So pushed up to 590, went all the way down to 586, found support, pushed all the way up to 590.60. We're gonna see if it begins to sell off again, or push lower, right? Just gonna wait. Bitcoin's still making lower lows. Bitcoin still has a nice descending pattern. Almost beautifully. Look at that. Crazy downtrend for Bitcoin right now. So we'll see what happens if it continues to sell off more. Looking for that break below, right? No continuation to the upside. Just want to see MSTR drop below that 45 EMA. Look at that, another leg down for Bitcoin. Another leg down for QQQ. Well, at least back below the 200-day moving average. We'll see if MSTR follows this time. Nope, not following at all. Not following at all, guys. See if there's anything announced here. See anything at the moment. Big initial push back up with that. You see that? U.S. budget deficit pressures mount as war spending surges. No de-escalation. There's a lot of signs pointing to the negative here. Nice fake out candle here. A lot more manipulation going on. Let's see if there's anything coming out today. No. Not really. Got crude oil inventories in 4 minutes. Nice little fake out here. Seems like that's all that was. Bitcoin's still selling off. MSTR, let's see. Drop below that one. Still just waiting for it. But looks like we're coming on the hour mark, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream here. Appreciate you guys' time. Remember, when in doubt, cash out. Never be afraid to walk away and cut losses when needed, or simply don't trade at all. If you don't see a setup that you like, you know, just wait for a better setup and go from there. So if you guys haven't joined the Discord yet, that's where you'll get all my trade ideas and alerts when I'm not live streaming. Also give you guys market related news updates. So if you ever want to be a part of our Learn to Earn team, then all you have to do is click that first link in the description. And that'll give you 100% free lifetime access to it. So appreciate you guys' time. Like always, remember, let's end the year on a green note. And I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord. Later, team.